Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to be making my new life dashboard in Notion. I've been so keen to do this for a while now, but it's time to get a new fresh look and new setup. So I don't necessarily make my Notion pages very aesthetically pleasing, but they are super functional and I actually use my life dashboard every single day. So I'm going to be setting up a new one to try to make it even more functional and useful for me. One day I will be sponsored by Notion, but for now I just tell everyone and anyone I meet to get Notion and start using it because it has changed my life. But for now, I'm going to be working on my dashboard. I'm so excited. Usually I just archive my old dashboard and start fresh, so that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so new page. I think I like the sparkle. Sometimes your brain gets used to something and I'm used to clicking on that for my dashboard, so I'm going to keep it that way. I'm going to rename the old one 2023 because last year I remember I made a new dashboard and kind of forgot to rename it, and so then I was sort of half using one, half using the other, and the to-dos were getting all confused. Not going to happen this year. That is the old dashboard, do not use. I might even change the picture of the old one to just like a star, just so I know it's completely different. I have a new to-do list system that is actually working for me and is making me so much more productive. I'm going to make a video on it, which you'll basically see what it is here, but I'm going to make a video about all the things I've tried and why this new one works so well. Okay, so we're going to make it full width. I've seen so many beautiful dashboards online, different people making amazing things with images and the colors and all these different things, but I mainly use Notion, or mainly use my dashboard specifically on my phone. And so I really need it to all be really accessible in one line. So I just make my dashboard really simple, one column, so that it's accessible on my phone. Okay. See, this dashboard part, I never go into. It's like I set up these things, but then, I mean, I guess I set them up, and once I set them up, I kind of knew them, but like, ooh, goals, so interesting. Looking at my old goals, like, I just do them so differently now. I can tick that off. 20 videos uploaded. Okay, I definitely need monthly reset and weekly reset in my dashboard. I don't need them at the top. Okay, my to-do list can be at the top because I need that like throughout the day, every day. So I have my to-do list and then I have a done section, and anytime I do anything, I've ticked it off for the day, I'll drag it into that done toggle. But it becomes like a really big, massive thing. And so I think I'm going to do it differently. I think I'm going to do monthly. I'll still have done, but then I think I'm going to have like January, February, etc. Keep it a bit more organized. And the reason I do this is because it's so easy not to celebrate the things that you do, even the small things, but like the things that take so much time and energy and effort. Like, for example, like doing your taxes and things like that. Like, it's not like a big fun achievement, but it's like something that took a lot of time and energy, and I think it's important to take some time to appreciate and celebrate yourself for doing those things. So I usually put them all in here, and then every 6 months, maybe I'll do it quarterly, I put them all into a spreadsheet and I look at, like, it gives me like a good snapshot of my life, like how much time I spend doing cleaning things, how much time I spend doing my job or YouTube or whatever. So it gives me like a good snapshot, and then also it shows me, oh, I didn't really like socialize that much in the last 3 months. I did a lot of work, so maybe I need to balance it out. So I use it as a bit of a reflection thing. Okay, so to-do list, done. I've got my week, all the to-dos underneath each day. I usually don't do, well, I can do a week in advance. I don't usually do a full week. I'll do like if I have something on one of those, but because we're on holidays and I have things planned like every single day, I've just got all of my to-dos set out so I know when I'm doing what. I want weekly reset and then monthly. Okay, so my weekly reset is that I look at my calendar, make sure I'm not missing anything, and then I add any to-dos for each day that I can do. So I try to only put what I can get done in a day. And then I'll run through my movement trigger toolkit, which is my experiment for the first quarter of the year. And I schedule in movement. I just want to add that as an additional thing because I feel like this can sometimes be mistaken as, have I been exercising? Yes. But I want to make sure I continue to exercise. So I'm going to schedule in movement, whether that be walks in the morning or whatever. And then reset the house is great because it's an optional. It's if I have the time, energy, etc. to reset the house, so just get it tidy for the next day, great. If not, that is okay. But I need to do these other things at the start of the week. Monthly resets. Do I do the monthly resets? Do I do it like January? Maybe I do it like that because then it like feels more like accountable. Because I feel like I don't know when to do them. I think it's going to be at the start of the month. I was going to say I feel like I was doing it like end of Jan, but I'm going to need to do a reset like in the next few days. So it'll be the start of each month. I'll just put the first 6 months for now. Okay, and then in each one it's going to be... Okay, so I think this is what the month resets are going to look like at the moment. So just in general, how have I been feeling the last month and do I need to make any changes? Just a bit of a check-in and then a goals check-in. So do my priorities still align with what I want going forward and do I need to adjust anything? And then more specifically, are my experiments that I'm trying working? What have I noticed and do I need to alter the experiments or try something different? So just a bit of a check-in each month, which I think will really help keep me on track. And then I've got my to-dos for the end of the month. So I want to do a monthly recap. I've really been enjoying doing a month recap of like the things I've watched, the things I've been reading, what we've been doing, fun events, etc. And then update my budget for the month. And then I've got to do my mortgage transference and things for my bank. And then delete any unnecessary photos. I've also added that to my weekly reset. I don't want to make my weekly reset too big, but I've added it if I have time because once it gets to a month of photos, it's a lot of photos. And so I'm wanting to do it a little bit more frequently. I mean, nightly would be ideal, but that's just not going to happen. I don't do anything daily. So I'm going to add it into my weekly reset. And if I have time at night, I can just go through and it might be a nice way to like reflect on the week just gone as well. And then just delete the ones that like the duplicates or the ones that I don't need anymore. So I'm liking this. Okay. I'm not sure when to do the monthly reset. I guess I could do it on the Sunday night as well. It would probably just mean that I wouldn't do resetting the house because really it's just answering a few questions. This doesn't take long at all. My monthly recap takes like a tiny bit, but I can probably get it done, you know, pretty quickly. And then updating my budget takes a little bit. But yeah, okay, I'll do it Sundays as well. So I guess it's every fourth Sunday, but that's fine. Okay, the actual last day of the month, or maybe the first day of the month. Perfect. Okay, I love adding emojis, but I don't think I can do it in this desktop version, so I'll do it on my phone a bit later. So I've got my daily, my weekly, my monthly. Lovely. Okay, let's have a look at what else. Oh yeah, I have what we're watching and playing. Yeah, I definitely want that. Do I need it in my dashboard though? I feel like I access it enough to have it in my dashboard. I might put it here. I don't know what to call it. Okay, so I've got what we're currently playing and what we're currently watching, and then what we're wanting to watch and play, and then what we've already watched and already played. And then just for me, because there are some things that I just want to watch myself. So, perfect. Okay, that's done. And then I've just got, if the dog is staying over, just the things that we need to do to the house to make sure it's all ready for him. And then master task list. Doesn't have much in it anymore, which is so satisfying. You have no idea. So I think I might actually as well add to my monthly to clear out my done list. So any to-dos that I've dragged into my done toggle, just remove any that like are really minor things that don't really need to be in there, that I don't really need to reflect on. Okay, so last year in June when I went to Bali, I worked out that I wanted each day to kind of focus on a different thing. So Mondays would be sponsored by food. So I would go get my groceries, do my meal prep, and then Tuesdays I would do the garden. So I'd mow the lawns and do all the things I need to do. And then Wednesdays and Thursdays would be deep work. So filming and editing, socials and things like that. And then Fridays I would do cleaning. So I'd clean, do a proper vacuum and clean the house ready for the next week. So I kind of stuck to this for the last 6 months. I mean, every now and then, you know, for example, on a Monday night, I might have a dinner, so instead I would do my food prep on the Tuesday or on the Sunday or whatever. Maybe the garden didn't need to be done, so I could just skip that for a week, but I've pretty much stuck to this and I've really liked it. But I don't need it necessarily like visually because I know the days of the week that I'm wanting to do each thing, but I've just added it into my weekly reset. Consider the days of the week tasks, because sometimes the garden can go a few weeks without me doing it if I just haven't put it in my calendar or in my to-do list. So just considering that I need to schedule in groceries and the garden and things like that. So in June, I also tried to put together a food schedule. So I would have 8 meals that I could have on rotation, and they were all like slightly different. And so by the time I got to the 8th meal, I could then start it again. But to be honest, I feel like I need more variety. I didn't think I would. I thought I would be fine having similar things. And sometimes I would have the same thing over and over, but I don't know, I found after I did all 8 and then I went back to the start, maybe even just on the second time through, I was like, oh, I don't really feel like that again. And then I started only really wanting like 1 or 2 of these things. And so maybe it was the fact that it was getting hotter weather and I just wasn't feeling like some of these things that are a little bit more wintry, but I'm not sure. I think I need to add a few more options into my rotation though. So maybe having like 16 dinners that I can make, and that's like 16 weeks, and after that amount of time I could definitely like start from the start again. But when I came back, I loved not having to think about what I was going to cook. I just went to the second one on my list. I didn't have to be the second one, like I could do it in whatever order, but I was just like, okay, which one haven't I cooked in a while? Oh cool, I haven't done an Indian curry, I'll make one of those tonight. So I did really like it, but I think I need to add a few more into my rotation. So I might just add that as a task to do. So monthly priorities, interesting. What were my January priorities? Family Daycare Reimagined and Yoga Challenge. And then February was beach walks and finishing Family Daycare Reimagined because it took me longer than a month. March was Autumn and Eli. April was finish photo sorting, did not do. Yoga before I went to Bali, and then going to Bali, and then New Year's travelled, and then I didn't do any more. But that's okay, because I have my new priorities set for the year, for the first quarter at least. I'm really keen to do those, but that's interesting just to look back on. Oh, I do need these moved to my new dashboard. I'm feeling fresh and green, you know? Maybe, yeah, why not? Something different. Cool. So, going back, what else is in here? I've got Casual Magic, which I did for 2 months and then I stopped. And then Wins, which I tried to keep going, but I stopped. I do love having my wins. But I do my wins in, well, do I? Maybe I need to add my wins into my monthly recap. Okay. Yeah, I think I need to have wins. I think I just want 3 of these. And then I'm gonna have wins as like a section. Okay, I feel like food, I don't really care about. Music, I get the recap, so I don't really need that. And then I might put things last as like anything else that doesn't fit into the other categories. I feel like, you know what, apps, no. YouTubers, yes. Yeah, okay. So that's my new reset. So I can use that. I might copy that as a template. I really didn't do much reflection in Notion this year. So like in previous years, I feel like I was journaling like every month, multiple times a month. But yeah, this year I haven't really put anything in here since July, which is interesting. But I feel like I've been really focused. Like I've been really focused on what I want to do. It's not like in the past, if I'm not reflecting, I'm kind of like procrastinating it or like avoiding it because I'm not happy with what I'm doing. It's more like, no, I'm on the mark. Like I know what I'm doing and I'm doing it. So there's no need to like sit down and reflect all the time, which is awesome. I feel like I just need this and I need to put it into my dashboard. I don't need to put it into this separate thing. So I'm just going to move it to here. Or should I put it, maybe I'll put it in my actual month reset. I mean, really, no, it makes the most sense to actually put it into each one. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, perfect. So I've got my monthly recaps now. I can delete that. I've got them in my actual resets for each month. So I can just put them in there, which I like better. I think I might be done. I might add some emojis. The emojis on your phone look so different to the emojis on the computer, which is a bit annoying. Yeah, like the one I've picked for the actual dashboard, I don't actually like that much on my phone, and I look at it on my phone more frequently, so I think I need to pick one that I like on my phone better. So I might pick the plant, because I'm like, oh, it's okay. It's so much cuter on my phone. I'm going to pick that one, I think. I like it better. I feel like it's so different again on my phone. That maple leaf is so much prettier. It's like got orange and yellow, but anyway, that's okay, because I barely look at it on here anyway. Alright, so watch and play. Oh yes, I wanted to do... They don't really have a controller. Oh yeah, they do. There we go. Cute. Okay. Dun dun dun. Maybe I'll put a heading. I don't know. I feel like it might need tasks. Why not? Okay, I think I'm happy with it. I know that it's not very pretty. I know it's not an amazing aesthetically pleasing one. There are so many examples online of good ones, but for me, I know myself. I've been using Notion for like 4 or 5 years, if not longer now, and a practical functional dashboard works for me. So this works on my phone. You can see how easy it would be to use on a phone. You just need to see, you know, this thing, and all of the toggles make it so much easier to go in and out of things. And especially because I drag my tasks to my done toggle, and so like having it be just here again on your phone like makes it so much easier. So, and even like dragging things from my master task list onto my to-do list. Yes, I'm really liking this. Oh, I'm so excited to have like just something fresh, clean slate. I know I use every single thing here because a lot of the things in my old dashboard were just outdated and I wasn't using them at all. And so it's cool to have like things that I'm actually using. Okay, so this is my old monthly reset, which I never used because, I mean, rarely used because there's so many things and like, I don't know, it just felt too big to do. I have these 3 in my current one. Look at my vision board and journal about them. Felt like a thing to do, but it's not really what I need to do. I do the recaps instead. Okay, I kind of do all these things, but I don't know, the way that it's set out, like all of these things are kind of included in my new monthly reset, but the way that it was set out here, it just like didn't flow, nothing, it just felt like a whole bunch of things I needed to do. But in my new one, it's like a little reflection and then it's like 5 things. And I don't even need to do, like these last 2 aren't necessary. So it's like 3 things. And this monthly recap is right here that I can just access it. So it's just so much easier. This just makes me so happy. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, I think that's it for this video. I hope it's been helpful to see how I set this out, especially knowing that this works for me. And of course, everyone is different. Different things work for different people, but I hope my insights were helpful. So let me know in the comments if you want more Notion content. I absolutely adore Notion, and as you can see, I've got a lot of things on the side there that probably need refreshing alongside my dashboard. I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.